This is the Great Chicken Heist Part 2, guys, except there's no chickens. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to another episode on Axis. I'm here in front of the farming complex that I finished off just in time in the last episode. But there's something, if I just turn around here, there's another thing here. I'm sure the first thought you guys are all wondering is, what is this? And why is it here? And why did you not tell us about it? Well, I've managed to, quote, finger quotes, convince Flux Adept to join the server. He's the guy who the Wither is based on. Wait, if I come over here. That guy. I have convinced him to join the server. Kind of. I don't know, he just kind of saw all the cool stuff that I was talking about, and he's like, you know, this looks like a cool server, I think I might come and join. And so he decided to come and base with me. This is going to be a kelp farm, supposedly, with a super smelter built inside of it, but he's got a chest of stuff. I gave him some sponges and 5 diamonds just to start out, you know. But yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to have some fun times with my good friend. It's been too long. But anyways, that's not the focus of today's episode. I've got several things that I want to get done in today's episode. First off, it's about time that I got some animals on my islands here, because I should have done this in one of the first few episodes, but I didn't. There's no sheeps, there's no cows. I don't need pigs. Screw pigs. So I'm gonna go to someone's base. I have permission, so it's okay. I'm gonna steal, finger quotes, steal, 2 of each sheep and cow. I only have 3 leads, so I'm gonna have to craft a 4th one here. I'm sure I can find a slime ball somewhere. I have tons of slimes that spawn in my base, so it's not like that's an issue or anything. But yeah, we're gonna, I think that's the lead recipe like that, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, so I got the leads. I can leave 1 behind. I'm gonna grab 2 cows and 2 sheeps, and I'm gonna have to drag them through the nether all the way here. So that's gonna be fun. Alright, so I'm here at the location of choice, but I have no clue where the animals are kept because I didn't pay attention. I think they're over here. Yeah, I hear them. Ooh. We'll call these lagomals. Alright. 2 cows. You and you. Can you get out of this door? Come on. Right, shut that. Now I need 2 sheeps. I will choose you and you. Get out. I gotta lock the door so the next sheep behind you doesn't get out. Alright. I got 2 sheep, 2 cows. Now we just have to make it all the way to the nether. This is the Great Chicken Heist Part 2, guys, except there's no chickens. Alright, get up the stairs. God, the lag right now is unbearable. You little... Up the stairs. Alright, I think it's this way. Come on, around the corner. There it is. Still have 4 leads. That's good. Keep coming. Keep them coming. Right. You're first. You're in. You next. Alright. Your turn. I hope this works. Alright, and now you're the last one. In you go. And now it's my turn. Now hopefully they'll all be on the other side, because that would be really awkward if they weren't. Alright, alright. get here. You walk this way. You and you walk this way. Alright. We're gonna head out here. Out this way. Come on. Come on. Alright, we got 2 sheep, 2 cows. Come on. Alright. I think we're golden. We're good. We got him, guys. It's just the home stretch now. This is the easy part. Oh, no, never mind. One of the cows got away. Get back here. Oh, now another one of them got away. Jeez, these stairs are like killer on these animals. Alright, one at a time. Alright. If anyone sees me here doing this, they're gonna have a laugh. Alright. 2 cows, 2 sheep. Alright, right through here. Round the corner. Alright. Sprint! Oh, one of them lost his lead. Okay, so I can't sprint. That's okay though. This is so stupid. I love it. Alright. Now the hard part is going to be getting you guys through here. Hopefully you won't drown on the other side because I don't know how that works. You first. Alright, we are here. Sheep is here. They're all here. Alright. Oh, they drown! Oh my god. Okay, so note to self, the effect of the conduit doesn't affect the animals. That was a close one. But we got them all. Look at that. 2 cows, 2 sheep. Perfect. Come this way. Alright, I gotta set up a pen for these guys. Or maybe a fence post just to hold them in. And just like that, the most beautiful pen you've ever seen has been constructed. You couldn't make anything more detailed and better than this. It is the best, the absolute best pen design you could ever possibly come up with. In fact, I think I could make it one touch better. If I just add some torches here. Perfect. There we go, guys. The perfect farm for sheep. I got all the colors. There's some nether brick, and there's a little bit of jungle, and some acacia, and there's some birch here, and a little bit of spruce as well. And you got your cobblestone, and some sand, and a little bit of grass as well. You got a little bit of everything, you know. Not too much wood, though. You don't want that oak, because that would be oversaturating it on the wood a bit. But yeah, I think this is my best build ever, guys. I don't think I could possibly top this. I might just have to end the episode here. Just kidding. So, now on to the actual meat of this episode. That was kind of just a thing that I needed for later in the episode, because I need leather. That's right, I'm looking at you. You're next. You're the next one to go, bucko. So what I'm going to build today is something that I've really wanted to build, and I really like this stuff. It's a shame it's not too practical, though, but I'm going to build a subway system, in my base. So there's going to be, I'm going to use, and usually it's an item frame for this stuff, but I'm going to use a lectern, because a lectern can give you many more output possibilities than an item frame can. And I'll explain it all later. But basically, on a lectern, you're going to select your destination through a book. That'll change the rails. Then you hop into the minecart, and you go off on your path. Bam, it's that easy. You can have up to 16 stops at each station, as in 16 different rails it goes to. So I could have a rail station here, and the 16 different stops would be like one to spawn. I could have one go over to that end of town. Fish. So yeah, it's going to be really cool. I've already got it all planned out and loaded into a schematic for me to, you know, do my inspiration on, I guess you could say. I still don't really know where I'm going to put it, but I was thinking, if we just pop open the map here, this is my town area. I'm thinking what we're going to want to do in the future, we're definitely going to want to have a subway station down here somewhere because this is flux stuff, and also the temple's over here, so that would be some pretty quick and easy access. There's definitely going to be a subway under the island here somewhere, and that might be the one that I'm doing today. And then another subway would be out over here. Maybe I'll have one at spawn. I don't know. Maybe I'll have one elsewhere. I don't know. It depends. I'm not going to necessarily use every single 16. I'm not going to use all 16 tracks. That's definitely not going to happen. But I still want to do it. It'll be a fun project. I like doing fun projects, and I like Minecraft Rails, and you never get to use Rails, so I'm going to enjoy this one. So I'm going to go and choose a location to build, and then we'll get started. Alright guys, I got some of the basic stuff down. I'm here to show you what I got. So I decided I'm going to put it on this floor because I can, and I have the perfect entrance for it right down here. Historically, since I know nobody's going to ask about this, but historically, this was where first class boarded the Titanic anyways, so I figured that would be a really good place to have the subway system, you know. It'd feel realistic, once again in air quotes. I have turned off, apparently, and I didn't even know this, but NR, the key combination, toggles rendering for the schematic, which is pretty nifty, so I have it turned off. Anyways, so we got stairs here coming down. Bam. This is the subway. So, I'm sure you're all very curious on what each of these places is for, and I will gladly tell you. So, this is where you get off the minecart. The minecarts will come in from other stations down this path here. When you go over this rail, it will automatically dismount you here. Meanwhile, the minecart will keep going, and it will fall down this hole, and that's where it will get sorted back into this dispenser right here. This dispenser will have minecarts in it. When you press this button, it will deploy a minecart here, and then a few seconds later, the rails will turn on, and it will send the minecart down the track, and this is going to be a piston door that's going to open. And that will send you on your way to whatever track you chose. Now to choose a track, you come over to this one, and if this light is on, which basically means if you haven't pressed this button, if you haven't pressed that button yet, this lamp will be on. You can use this lectern and a book, which I got right here. And at the moment there's no pages, but you would be able to select one of 15 pages to choose which line you want to take. And then when you press the button, that line will be changed. And the minecart will go. And then once the minecart, because this is an important part, but once the minecart is out of the system, the light will turn back on, because you can actually influence where a minecart's going while it's traveling. If someone comes here, presses the button, hops in the minecart, and is going on their way, and another person's over here flipping through the pages and stuff, that will cause the rails on the other end to start switching around. And we don't want the rails to switch while the guy is mid-travel, because then he might go to the wrong place, and that wouldn't be good. So I've got this just kind of like, hey, don't go unless the light's on or else you'll break stuff. It's only like a 5-second wait anyways. The minecart just has to clear the station, and then you're good. But anyways, that's just about it for the shell, I could say. Nothing really works right now. I just have a little bit of redstone dotted around to light this up and stuff like that. And also the dispenser goes off when I fire the button. But other than that, there's nothing done. Absolutely nothing. So, F5 it, and guys, let's get redstoning. Alright guys, so the first subway is completely done. I got signs up telling you where to go, right through here, right through here. So you open up these doors, you come on in, and there's this nice, really weird room. I have really struggled to find a way to decorate this, but I think it worked out. There's water directly above these blocks here, so that's why the coral is staying blue and pretty. It looks nice. Anyways, you come down here. Atlanta Subway Grand Station. This is the main station, so it's the Grand Station. So you come down here, and everything is done. Everything works. Everything is awesome. I'm sorry. Okay, so basically, I can't remember if I already reviewed this or not. So I'm just going to go over it again. And now that everything works, it makes more sense. So you're going to come over to this side first. If this lamp is on, you can choose where you want to go. So you just right click the lectern and you choose any one of 15 lines. That's the maximum number of lines a station can have. But anyways, we're going to do line 1 because that's the only line that actually goes anywhere right now. All the other ones are just dead ends. So I have line 1 selected. Over here, this is where you come back. So I'll talk about that later. And here, dispenser, I've only got 2 minecarts in the system right now. But basically, press the button like that, hop in a minecart, and off you go. And we are going to head out to the southern station, which doesn't really exist yet. It's kind of just a placeholder right now. But I got this nice little tunnel here, elevated tunnel, and end. There would be a cactus here, but I don't want to do that because that might end up making me lose my minecart, and I don't want that to happen. So, if you check where we are, right here, station end, if you check where we are on the map, we are at that little tiny island at the southern end of my base area. So if you come up this staircase, this comes out at the mine that one guy created. I don't know who, but yeah, right here. And I have marked Atlantis South border marker, and that goes all the way around. So I just went from way over there somewhere by that island right there all the way to here really fast, because swimming isn't that fast, so having that option to travel a little bit faster without using elytra is really nice. You can see the bridge down here. Nothing special yet. I might add some supports and stuff to spruce it up a bit later. Actually, I will, because it's ugly. But it works, you know. It's just kind of temporary. Anyways, we're going to ride the rail back now. Come right down here. And I'm also going to spruce up all this entrance, and I'm going to give this area a proper station. So anyways, we're just going to give you the return trip tour. And because this is mostly downhill, I actually had to use much less powered rails for this section, which really was nice. But anyways, you roll on down, and on the return trip, you take a separate route up here, and this is where all the lines will go, and it just kicks you out of the minecart. This is an activator rail. For those who don't know, when an activator rail is powered by redstone and you pass over it, it kicks entities and players out. So you're forced to dismount the minecart, and the minecart will go down there, and that will come all the way around and back into this dispenser. So that's pretty nifty. Now, I'm just going to break through this wall quick and show you guys all the redstone. And I made this entire thing myself. This isn't something I found on YouTube, although it is based on something I found on YouTube. But other than that, all the redstone is mine. So I will try my best to explain what I've done here. So, let's start here. The lectern is on the other side of this wall. I won't break this wall because that will break the redstone. But anyways, the lectern, you choose it, and the reason why there's so many comparators here is because it has to keep the same power level all the way to the other side. So I choose station 4. This will give out a power level 4, and that power level 4 will continue all the way down this chain of comparators. And I have to do a double comparator here and a double one here because you wouldn't be able to make this turn otherwise, because I was stupid and didn't make this the right scale. Oh well, it's okay. Anyways, so these comparators come all the way down here, and that comes up to these really weird display things. And this is the part that I got from another person. The rest of it is by myself. But basically, these furnaces all have 1 coal in them, which gives off 1 signal redstone strength into these comparators. And they are in subtract mode, which means every time the comparator passes, every time the signal here passes through one of these, it gets 1 strength weaker. So, basically, I'm going to come over here and switch the line, just so that this works a bit better. We're set to line 5. You come over here, and you can see that this is a strength 5, I think. I don't really know how the strength works exactly, but anyways, that will turn this one off. Then the strength gets subtracted by 1, and that still turns this one off. Subtracted by another one turns this one off. Subtracted again turns this off. But then it gets subtracted by 1 more, and as you can see, this -1 is nothing. So this one does not get turned off, which turns these rails. A problem I came up with is if you make the station oriented east-west, you have to invert these signals. And same with, so if this was facing this way, like as if this line was facing this way, these redstone torches would not be here, and instead the redstone would just come with a repeater straight into here. It's confusing, but that's because of the way Minecraft Rails work. So anyways, then this stuff, which is a lot less complicated, comes into play. So you press that button, which is right there. That'll send a redstone signal through here, and also through there. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, the redstone signal comes through here. After a couple delays, it opens the doors, and that's what these two circuits down here are for. And also, it comes up here, which also opens more doors. So basically, this is a swapper, where the door will open, and this block will be replaced with a rail, and then you will just fly right over. So that's that section. And then up here, this is also when you press the button. Yeah, okay, so this dispenses the minecart. So you press the button, dispenses the minecart immediately, then it gives you the weight and opens the doors and powers the rails. This up here is kind of for the light, I guess. This took me forever to come up with. But basically, signal comes up here. I'm having troubles remembering how I did this. But basically, this is a locking system. So, that will push the piston out. There's a little item timer here. Redstone lamp. Basically, this timer will only go off if you press the button. When you press the button, this comes out. And this, now I remember now, this is designed so that the piston will fire twice. If I can. So you see the piston fires, the timer goes down. When the timer's done, that lights up, and that will fire the piston again. The clock will reset, and the lamp will turn back on. There we go. That's the easiest way to explain it. So basically, this whole thing just keeps the light so that it's on as long as the minecart is still in the station. Pretty easy. Yeah, I goop in my throat. Alright, so this is stuff that you haven't seen, and this is like behind the scenes. But basically, when the minecart returns to the station after kicking you off the rail, it drops down this hole. Whoop, mouse connection. Anyways, you drop down this hole, minecart lands here, immediately gets propelled up this track, all the way up here. Minecart keeps coming, rounds the corner and smacks into this cactus. That breaks the minecart, and it will immediately get picked up by one of these hoppers. And I made sure that there's enough hoppers that it can't not get picked up, so that's pretty reliable. Anyways, minecart then will travel through these hoppers over there. Those hoppers come out over here. They come down here and put you right back in the dispenser. I didn't use water streams because noise. So, yeah, that's the entirety of the station. It's pretty simple. It required like a stack of quartz, but lucky me, there was a shop that had just restocked recently, so I got all the quartz I need. I also got plenty of iron for the rails, but unfortunately, when I was crafting the rails, I shift-clicked, and so now I'm out of iron again, so stupid me. And while we're on the subject of F5, you'll notice my wings. My wings. They have my Optifine cape texture. I didn't actually know this, but one of the recent updates at some point made it so that your Optifine cape, which is like this is my Optifine cape. If you have Elytra with your Optifine cape, it now works, and that didn't always work. Back when the server first started in 1.13, this did not work. Your cape did not apply to the wings. So that's a nice change, and it looks nice. Although I wish that the black triangles were a little bit more centered, if you know what I mean. But oh well, it's good enough. I'm okay. I'm happy. It looks nice. I think I'm going to end this episode here, guys, because I've been working on a lot of things behind the scenes for other things, not related to Axis. But I think you guys will like what I come up with anyways. Next episode, I don't really know. I do have a checklist that I keep maintained in the main room, and I guess I just did a big circle. But let's come in here and see what's on the list. Let's refresh ourselves. So, to-do list, finish golf. I think what I'm going to do for this, because issues and stuff, I think I'm going to make a new games area, because if you look at the current games area, it's kind of surrounded on all sides. Yeah, so there's this village here. I think someone built this by hand because I don't remember that being there. Um, Also, there's a base right here, and a base right here, and a base right here, and a base. Basically, there's a base everywhere, and Spawn Town is literally just across the road. So, I mean, Gamestown is basically restricted to this tiny area here. So, I'm definitely gonna have to do something about that. Maybe we'll make a new Gamestown somewhere. And then I will, block by block, move my golf course. And also, it did get griefed a while ago, so I'm gonna have to rework some of it anyways. Border walls. That would be putting up walls around the place, you know. That might be next. Actually, this will be next. We'll do this one next. Content Creator Club at Spawn. I wanted to do that for a while. Whoops, I hit the schematic button. So what that is, basically, is it's just going to be like a little building somewhere close to the center of Spawn Town. It's just a place where you can, like, basically, it's like, say, hey, I make content. Anyone who's new to the server can stop by the building and take a peek to see who they can watch. You know, some people like to watch videos to see who's up to date and who's not. You know, so you could basically just come on, place down a sign in the content club, and yeah, it's gonna be nice. I want to do that next. Subway Eat Fresh we just did. More towny. That's definitely on the list, and boat ramps also on the list. Boat ramps. I don't know if I said this, but boat ramps is this round tower here. That round tower is gonna be a boat ramp. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for this episode, as I stated. I hope you all enjoyed. I know this was a bit of a short one, and I haven't finished the other subway. But I'm going to do the other subway off camera because, I mean, it's just more of the same thing. Also, I'm going to add more stations all over the place. Get the rails scattered around. It'll be a slow process thing over time. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the day. I'm going to go and do some other stuff. Because like I said, I got big things in the works. And I can't wait to show you guys what I got coming. Alright then. Awkward outro.